Today I'll be reviewing the 80cm retractable video slider from Andoer. Now, I only fairly recently purchased this slider, and from what I can say so far, it's amazing. It's cheap. It retails for about £79, which I think translates into about $100, which for a slider of this quality and build is very reasonable. I think the originators of this, style of design are Edelkrone. Now, obviously their slider is a lot better. It's more durable, better quality, but that comes at a price of almost 5 times what this one is. Now, I don't know about most people, but for me, I'm normally on a budget, and if I can save myself $400 on a piece of equipment, I'm gonna do that. This slider performs as well as I need it to perform. With the right practice, you can get those smooth shots. $400, I'd rather get myself some better lighting equipment or some audio equipment, or even put it towards another lens to add to my kit. A slider just isn't one of my major priorities, because I've used cheap sliders in the past, and even the cheapest sliders, you can get what you need. It's just about ease of use, and this one has such a great compact design. It allows you to stay lightweight and stay small when you're carrying your equipment. And for me, I'm normally shooting alone or with very few people, so I have to carry all of my equipment on my own, and having something this small and this effective is great. It comes in a small little bag like this. You can see just in comparison to me how small it really is. It's such an easy setup. It comes as is. I personally choose to mount it directly onto the tripod. It's got a 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch screw on the bottom, and the same on the top. So you can mount the camera directly onto the top, or you can mount a fluid head, which is what I choose to do. So I have this Manfrotto one here, which I just place directly onto the top. And you can, as I said, just get your camera directly onto it, but if you have a slider, you're going to want to get those more dynamic, cinematic shots. So if you can add a third element into it, it just enhances the overall visuals of what you're trying to create, and it's great. The usability of this slider is very good. It comes as is. You set it up directly onto the tripod and you're ready to go straight away. You mount the camera and it is literally as simple as that. It's very smooth, very easy. It has this great compact design where it allows you to move the slider with the rails from left to right. Now, it's crazy, because if you're wanting to use a slider with this same range of motion, you're going to have a big bulky thing like this. My old slider, it's here, look at this thing. I actually used this to shoot. It's huge. I was constantly, I could never leave it moved to the tripod if I wanted to move, because I'd take people out, I'd be hitting things, damaging things. It wasn't great, it wasn't ideal. So this small lightweight design is just perfect for me. It's perfect for what I need. I can leave it mounted onto the tripod all day, and I can use it as a slider, or I can use it as a tripod. So with this fluid head attached, it just enables you to do whatever you want with it. It has a little tightener here which gauges the friction and either makes it harder to move or easier to move. Now again, this is why I love it so much, because I can leave it on my tripod, and if I want to use this just as a tripod rather than a slider, I just tighten this up and it doesn't move. It's got some slight movement, but if you're really doing minimal shots like a tilt or a pan, or just leaving it idle, it's perfect. the slider actually has feet on either corner of it, which allows it to be a table slider. So again, it just adds to how great this slider is for the price. You know, the overall build quality of it is great. It feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like anything's going to break or fall off. The only actual problem I've had so far, which isn't really a personal problem, but I maybe can see it being a bit annoying for some people, is, as you can hear, the noise. Now, for me, it's not really a problem because I personally, whenever I'm using slider shots, it's normally for shots to go underneath audio that has been pre-recorded, maybe music, or audio that's recorded externally. So unless you're trying to use a camera on it with an onboard mic, you're probably going to pick up a bit of sound from the slider. But for the most part, it's probably not going to be a problem for anyone. Now, the ease of use for this slider, it's very easy to use. It's very easy to set up. It comes like this. Has a bit of, 2 bits of foam on either side. You just take it out. It's got a 1/4 inch screw and a 3/8 inch screw on the bottom. So you can mount it directly onto a tripod, or you can mount it onto a base plate and then put it on top of a fluid head. But I personally like to just put it straight onto the tripod. That, ensures that it's going to be stable, it's going to be strong, it's not going to tilt. And I just put my head straight onto the top. It just makes it so much better. Overall, I've been very pleased with this slider. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's, starting out or on a budget. I'd even recommend it to people at an intermediate or professional level. With the right practice, you can really get smooth shots. And taking it up a level, you can do stabilization in post. I find myself doing at least 75% of my shots just adding a bit of stabilization, because it's a tool there to be used and a tool made to improve. So definitely use it if you can. Other than that, I hope you liked the video. Leave a comment or a like, and I'll leave a link to the slider in the description. And for anyone that's interested, I'll leave a link to the Edelkrone Slider Plus. Obviously, it's a bit more of an expensive upgrade, but if you just want to check it out and have a look, it'll be there for you to do so. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.